Hey everyone, it's Stephanie with the Mermaid Trading Post, and today we're going to the flea market. Now, I was actually supposed to rest today because, first of all, I have an injured toe, and second of all, I've been buying so much stuff, I'm running out of places to put things. And yesterday we went to this giant bazaar at a community mobile home park, and I didn't get any footage because it was just chaos. So I will have a haul of those items in a separate video, and I believe I'll do a haul of everything I got at the flea market in a separate video. I haven't quite decided yet, but I think this is going to be about 20 minutes, so we'll see how it goes. Now, this first booth I've been to before, and those pencils are free. And I'm trying to remember exactly what it says. It says something like, this pencil is like, oh my gosh, this pencil is like life without Jesus, there's no point. And then if you look, it's a double-headed eraser. It's super, super cute. The lady ended up giving me another one while I was here. And she also gave me a fortune cookie that said that blessings were coming my way. So it was very, very cute. I'll probably give away the pencil to a friend like I did with the last one, because I had a friend who just adored it. And I've had a few other people mention that they really like the pencil as well. So I think I'll just pass that along to someone. And over here we found a few little dolphin items already. I mean, obviously there's a lot of dolphin items at that previous booth as well, but I didn't pick anything up. These two were $1 a piece, and my dad picked them out, so of course I grabbed them. And this booth had some really cute stuff. I love this cupcake tray. There's also this cute little kitty coming out of the flower pot, which is adorable. This lamp, so pretty, $40. I kind of wish I picked that up now. And these adorable little, what are those, figurines, cute vases. I love this bunny as well, the one on the right. I mean, the one with the kid is cute too, but the bunny alone is super, super adorable. They also have these really cool signs on the wall. I'm not sure if they made them themselves, but I love these with the unicorns. Very, very cool. And some cowboy boots. Now there is another beautiful Pegasus, and I just really enjoyed everything here. I ended up talking to the couple who ran the booth, and they have only been here for a few weeks. They said they're doing really well so far, and everything is coming from their personal collection at home. He was telling me about all the collections that he has, that his wife collects horses, he has a whole Elvis collection that he hasn't even touched yet. And then this pretty blue glass here, I fell in love with it. He said he went through a phase of collecting this blue glass, and he has so much more at home. And I did end up picking up a few pieces, which I will show you in the haul. Again, that might be a separate video. Spoiler alert, I bought that blue Fenton candy dish because, oh my gosh, that color is just phenomenal. He also ended up giving me a good deal. And over here we have some more little knickknacks. I like the cute little ducks. I used to collect ducks, but I don't really grab any more of those unless it's something really special. And I adored these owl plates. There was only 3 of them. I think there was supposed to be 4 in the set, but she couldn't find the 4th one. And she wanted $3 a piece, which I think was very fair. I just didn't want to spend that much money. I didn't think there was much resale value. So I left those behind. And then of course she has these beautiful teapots, which I'm starting to get a little collection of teapots of my own. I've been finding quite a few of them while I've been out and about. And I used to have a very large teacup collection. These ones were beautiful. I loved the pink and purple, very tempting. $22 though. I'm not sure if they were all $22, but they were definitely over my price range. When I used to collect, I would try to find them for under $5 a piece, and I used to make candles out of them. I only have a few left. I have a few in my shop and a few that I kept at home, and I do think one day I will end up, you know, getting way more teacups again, because I've always been attracted to them. I'm not sure where that fascination came from, but I love them so much. And this little bookshelf had some cute things as well. Like, honestly, there was so much stuff here. It was very hard to kind of decipher what to grab, and looking back, I missed so many things. It went by really quickly, but there were those cute little towels with the seashells on them, and all these cute little hobnail baskets. I mean, everything is cute. There's even a basket back here, which I got at another store. I didn't see what she was selling it for, but I got that exact same basket a while back. And over here are some cute little elephants and kitty cats, polar bears, just really sweet, very, very sweet items. I would love to have a full shop like this one day, possibly in the flea market or possibly a standalone, but I feel like my items would be very similar to what she has. Now, this booth was quite special. I immediately asked her if I could start filming. Sometimes I ask, sometimes I don't, but these appeared to be handmade goods, so I wanted to get her permission, and she said, of course. Now, she told me everything here was handmade. A lot of them she made with her Cricut. She hand painted a lot of these. They're refurbished, resalvaged items, and this aesthetic is absolutely gorgeous. I'm in love with it. I mean, all the soft pinks and blues and greens, just stunning, stunning stuff. It was nice and refreshing to see a booth of all things that someone had created themselves, especially in a style that I love. And she even makes greeting cards, which, if you guys don't know, I love making greeting cards. It is one of my favorite pastimes, and I do sell them both on Etsy and in my shop locally. I haven't quite sold any at the shop yet at the antique booth, but I do have an entire rotating display of greeting cards that I've made. So we connected over those, and I actually asked her because I was really curious how a handmade shop does in a place like this, in a flea market environment, and she said it's really hit or miss. She's been there for quite a bit. In months leading up to Christmas, like November, December, she did amazingly, and this month has been a lot slower, which is expected. I mean, with any business, that's sort of expected. So I was happy to hear that, you know, she did do well during the busy season, which is very encouraging, because if I did decide to open a flea market booth, that would make me just more excited to actually put some of my own belongings in there as well, that I've created myself, my own handmade goods. And she said she made a lot of these signs out of just salvage wood that she's found around. Some of them were old paint sticks. I mean, super adorable. I've always wanted to work with wood and make wooden signs, but I never knew where to get the wood to start with. And she said that she'll just find them out and about. A lot of people toss them away. If she sees something on the side of the road, she'll stop and grab it. So I will keep my eyes peeled just in case, because with the Cricut and with painting and stenciling, there's a lot you could do, a lot of cute things, and signs seem to sell pretty well. I actually even saw a post in a local group recently, where a store was asking for a custom sign maker, someone who would come and make at home and then bring signs to sell on consignment at their shop. I guess they were pretty in demand. And just all of these plants and succulents are absolutely adorable. I was very, very inspired by that booth. Over here, we appear to have a ton of Barbies and toys. I try not to look at toys just because I don't have a good grasp on what sells, and I don't really have a place to sell them. I don't think they would fit in with my booth at all, but sometimes I just take a quick look over in case there's anything that jumps out at me. And this table had a lot of china. Usually that vase is really pretty, or that picture. And oh my gosh, look at the kitty. Spoiler alert, I bought the kitty. It was so cute. She wanted $2. I only had a single dollar bill and a 20, and I asked if she would just take the single dollar. She agreed. I also really like that little seashell dish, but I did not grab it. I found more seashells, obviously. There's a giant pink seashell staring at us. I was hoping those were glass, especially for 50 cents, but they were plastic, so I left them behind. And she was really nice. She said basically if there's anything that I saw, to make an offer, because she was just trying to move stuff, just trying to get rid of stuff. And so I did buy a jewelry box. I'm not sure. Well, actually, it's a rotating stand. I don't think we'll see it quite here because I kind of glazed over it the first time, but I will definitely show that. And there was one of those fairy hurricane lamps. I should have grabbed one of those. Or what are they called? Fairy lights? I'm not sure. But again, I didn't see it. Sometimes looking back at these videos, I just kick myself for stuff that I missed. There's also some really cute dollhouse furniture here. And those molds, I remember those. We had those growing up. So those definitely have some age on them. I also like the little seashell pictures, but I thought $10 was a bit high for me to be able to resell them for anything worth much. But they were adorable. Now this booth, oh my gosh, my heart. I still can't believe how beautiful this furniture was. I mean, it's rainbow painted. Look at that. I love rainbow so much, and it's pastel rainbow, and it's magical, and it reminds me of unicorns and mermaids and just magicalness. And the lady I was speaking with, her husband, who we'll see standing in the doorway, paints all of these, and the price, oh, almost $1,000. I mean, I'm sure it's worth it, but nothing I could ever afford. But it really inspired me because I've been wanting to paint furniture myself. I don't know how long, oh, look how beautiful those chairs are. I don't know how long it takes to master a technique like that. And you can see all of his little paints over there. I wonder if those were from his projects. But I absolutely love to be able to do something like that one day. I'm actually thinking about maybe renting out a little workshop / storage unit at some point, so I can start rehabbing my own furniture and start storing all the stuff that I've accumulated. There was some more things over here that he made. I believe this was part of his booth. And a little caution, children at play sign. Wonder if that was from a school or a park. Now, this next booth we're coming on, I actually came by here once already, and I ended up buying a lot of things. I think he had both of these spaces here, but it's the one that we're coming up to right now there. So I bought a lot. I already had to make a trip to my car to unload everything, and I wanted to come back to take a second look because my hands were full. I couldn't really pick up a lot. My dad saw this cute little trinket box with the Victorian lady on it. And on second look, it didn't seem like I missed too much, so I'm pretty happy with the stuff that I grabbed to begin with. Again, those will be shown later, either later in this video or later in another video. And he had really excellent prices. I mean, looking back, I probably should have grabbed those coasters. And this little dish, I'm still regretting. I'm regretting right now. I wish I had grabbed that. I didn't ask how much it was, but considering how cheap everything else was, I wouldn't be surprised if they were $1. In fact, oh my gosh, now that I'm thinking about it, I think that was $1 table. Kicking myself. All right, now we're coming across some clothes and some wallets. I just thought these were really pretty, very whimsical little owls and unicorns. I didn't really need anything like that because I carry around a very small bag now, so I would have nowhere to put that. They were too adorable not to stop and just take a quick look. I don't really deal with clothes anymore. I owned a clothing store for almost a decade, and so I really try to stay away from it unless I see something super spectacular. It's just not something I feel like digging through after doing that for so long. Now, this booth was kind of weird. There are some clowns. Warning, I'm personally afraid of clowns, but I don't know. I just filmed them because I was standing there, and why not? I tried to look away as I was doing that. But she had a lot of seasonal items, Christmas and Easter, and I love this owl set, but it was very modern. She only wanted $9 for it, but I picked one up and it had like the original price tag of $2, so I feel like the whole set probably cost around $9 brand new, so I did leave those behind. She had a lot of Disney stuff as well, lots of stuffed animals, just super unique. This isn't really towards stuff that I gravitate towards because I'm not super into Disney or the holidays, but I still thought I would film this for y'all to take a look because I figured there were some cool pieces that people would enjoy. I also realized I came across a lot of religious items. There was that picture of Jesus earlier, and of course the Jesus pencil, and she had the nativity set, so it seemed to be a theme that I kept running into. Now, this stand had pretty much pop vinyl, what are they called? Pop vinyl? I don't know, pop figurines, and lots of anime stuff and old toys. I really like those watches. They were only $5, but I don't really wear jewelry or watches, but I love the Mario one, super cute. And I don't know very much about these pop figurines, although I do have one, and it is Jay from Jay and Silent Bob. I have been looking for a Silent Bob pop figure, but as far as I know, they're either hard to find or very expensive, so I just took a quick look to see if I came across one of those, and he had a very extensive collection of Lego figurines, only $2 a piece. I mean, I feel like that's a good deal. I feel like a collector would have absolutely adored these, and I haven't played with Legos since I was a kid, although I have thought about putting together that very set, I think, the mermaid one. I saw one like that recently and thought it would be fun to do, but, you know, I just never got around to it, so it was nice to see it fully put together. And this booth also had some really interesting stuff. It seemed to be a nice mix of animals and tropical and maybe safari. It was really cool stuff. I love this whale, but for $7, I wasn't sure if I could sell it for much. And I did pick up this piece for $8, mainly because I found a dish just like that but smaller, and that dish, I can't remember what price I put on it, but it was pretty significant. I think I put like $30-ish on it, so I figured for $8 the bigger one would sell for more, and I'm not sure if they're like part of the same set, but it was the same thing. It was a cherub sitting on a fish with a dish, like a soap dish on top, so I thought I would take a gamble. I try not to spend that much on one piece, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to make hopefully double that. Now, this is one of my favorite little shops. I always talk to the gentleman that works here, or that owns it, I suppose. And he is super kind. He loves to talk, so we'll sit there and talk for like 20-30 minutes. And I actually found out today that he used to have a store that did costuming for different movies and such. So the whole other half of his store is clothing. Again, I didn't go through and look at the vintage clothing, but there was a ton. And him and his wife own this, but I've never seen her here. I guess she doesn't come very often, and her mother has been sick in the hospital and they've been dealing with that. So that's why she wasn't here helping him. And I did pick up a couple little pieces, including that tiny box right there. I thought it was adorable. And he had given me a deal, and it was 20% off for Mother's Day. And then he gave me another deal on top of that. He is so precious. I wish I could have got him on film. Maybe next time I'll ask if he's okay with chatting and saying hello real quick. But he's just like the most precious little old man ever. And I love his stories, and I just love his booth. He always has new things. He started off with a very small booth across the way, and when I first met him, he had just moved into this one and was expanding. So it's nice to see it more full. Nice to see that he said he's doing extremely well, and very inspiring. I mean, in my old age, this is what I want. I want a little store like this. I want to be able to just pass my time and hopefully have money put away where I don't have to completely rely on it, and just be able to hang out. Look at these little sheep. Aren't they cute? Just be able to hang out at a flea market and talk to people and tell them my stories. I don't know. It's just something very wholesome and charming about it. So shout out to my friend. I don't know his name. Wait, is it Leo? I don't know. I'll find out next time I go. But shout out to my wonderful friend for his cute little shop. Now, this stand had a few things that were pretty cool as well. I really like that Fenton vase. I think she wanted 10, which is a really fair price. And those little Peter Rabbit plates I had as a child, I mentioned those in another video, so we saw those there skimmed over. I also really like that lattice plate, but I think she wanted 7, and I thought 7 for one single piece, one single dish might have been a little bit much without knowing too much about it. And she was showing me this beautiful hurricane lamp. It looks like someone hand painted it. I don't know if the paint job was super great, but it was very pretty, very cute to look at. And she had this Alice in Wonderland tea set, which there were 2 cups missing, and I think she wanted 50 or 60 for the entire set. And she told me that just 2 of the pieces alone sold for 40. So I do think, I'm sure it's a great deal for someone. Oh, and that little rabbit, the white rabbit, had been repaired and re-glued back on. So I wasn't sure what the resale value in there was with the missing cups and the broken and repaired rabbit. So I did leave that behind. But this cup we saw recently, I got another mustache cup at a yard sale for $20. This one was 20. She said she would give it to me for 10. I didn't even think about it. I just snatched it right up. And she had some more items over here as well. Pretty fair prices. I think I might have grabbed 1 or 2 more things from her. I can't remember offhand, but she had pretty good deals. Oh, actually, this is a separate booth. I remember just now. This is a different booth. This one had so much Fenton and beautiful glassware. I was going insane, but her prices were really high. Like that little blue ruffled vase was 20. I don't think 20 is unreal for that, but I do think that it leaves no room to be able to resell it for any sort of profit. I think it's probably worth right around there. But very pretty stuff. I had to really take my time and look at all the pieces because I'm a huge Fenton fan. She even had some Murano glass and just very beautiful items, but they were too high for me to take anything home. Very pretty though. Very nice to look at. I hope to have a giant Fenton collection again one day. Here we have some more cute little figurines. This booth was priced a bit high as well. She did have some cute things, but she told me that she used to sell on eBay and she no longer does. So she brought her items here, and she said that they were priced about half of what they sell for on eBay, but I still think they were a bit high for that. So I'm not sure if, you know, they were just super expensive items, and I don't know what they are or what they're worth, but yeah, they were just, again, too high for me to grab. Like this dolphin plate was so cute, but she wanted 10. I would have to sell it at 20 or 30 to make any profit, and I just don't think it was worth that. There was also a little seal here that we'll see at the end of the table that she wanted, I think, 40 for. And these fairy plates for 20. Again, I feel like that's super high. I could be wrong, but I feel like decorative plates like that just don't sell for very much money. I think they would have to be super special to fetch that type of price, but you know, if I'm wrong, let me know. Maybe I'll look at things with a more open mind. But yeah, there it is, that little seal. She wanted 40. Ah, cute, cute, cute. But man, that's something I would probably resell for like $10 or $12. So, uh, nothing I grabbed over here. She had another table of stuff. My dad was trying to get me to look at a box, a little musical box, but I didn't really like it. I'm not sure if we'll see it on camera, but I decided to pass on it. And that little fish plaque was cute, but I didn't ask her how much it was because of the pricing on everything else. It just wasn't in my budget. And she understood. I told her, I was like, I'm looking for, things that cost like $1 or $2. And she completely understood. And this is the last booth we're coming on here. On second thought, I wish I had grabbed that seahorse cup. I totally missed it the first time around. And I love this box. I have a very similar one. They're asking $600. I have no idea why it's so much money. I wonder if my box is worth that much now. It was my dad's and he gave it to me, and he used to keep all his favorite little things in there, but I've taken it and it's empty and it's in my closet, and it's something that I will remember him by for the rest of my life. So I don't think I will add a haul to the end of this video. Sorry if you were waiting for that. It's already 20 minutes long, so I will do a separate video showing everything I picked up here at the flea market and everything I picked up at the bazaar, flea market, not flea market, the yard sale, the community yard sale yesterday, because there's so much stuff. I'm sure I'll have at least another 20 or 30 minutes of showing those. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that video, like and leave a comment, and I will see you next time. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!